Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Ketholena with the evening news. The headlines: Parliament passes two farm bills with Rajya Sabha approving it today. NPCC holds meeting with AICC and Congress parliamentary leaders to seek support for solution to Naga political issue. Nagaland reports 59 fresh cases of COVID-19 positive, taking the total to 5,451, and India conducts highest ever single-day COVID test in last 24 hours. Parliament has passed the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Bill 2020 and the Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill 2020, with Rajya Sabha approving it today amid the uproar by the opposition. The House also negated the opposition's amendments to send the bills to the Select Committee. The two bills aim at increasing the availability of buyers for farmers' produce by allowing them to trade freely without any license or stock limit, resulting in better prices for their produce. The Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Bill allows intrastate and interstate trade of farmers' produce beyond the physical premises of APMC markets. As per the bill, state governments are prohibited from levying any market fee, cess, or levy outside APMC areas. The Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill creates a framework for contract farming through an agreement between a farmer and a buyer prior to the production of any farm produce. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee (NPCC) held a meeting with All India Congress Committee (AICC) and Congress parliamentary leaders and sought their support in view of the Prime Minister's office announcement to resolve the Naga political problem within September end 2020. NPCC President K. Theriye in a press release said, the meeting reviewed Nagaland's political journey from the Naga Hills Memorandum submission to Sir Simon Commission, the milestones and achievements till date. Theriye said NPCC conveyed the stakeholders' aspirations and demands at the meeting. He said AICC General Secretary in charge of Nagaland, Tripura and Sikkim, MLA Kuljit Singh Nagra, patiently heard the plight and living conditions of the people being subjected to multi-government writs. Theriye said it was made clear at the meeting that 23 years of negotiation is deliberate torture to peace-loving citizens and that it is not reasonable for the Government of India and negotiating teams to further the negotiations. The AICC General Secretary assured to take forward the issue to the Congress President, Congress Working Committee members and Congress parliamentary leaders in both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha for their consideration and to ensure that the interests of the stakeholders are well protected. Nagaland today reported 59 fresh cases of COVID-19 positive cases, taking the total confirmed cases to 5,451. Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangnupong in a tweet said 45 cases were reported in Dimapur and 14 in Kohima out of 562 results received today. He said 37 cases were reported from the armed forces, 10 from returnees, 11 were trace contacts, and 1 frontline worker. He further said 78 COVID-19 patients have recovered. Pangnu said 68 recoveries were reported from Dimapur, 7 from Kohima, 2 from Mon, and 1 from Tuengsang. India has conducted highest ever single-day COVID test at over 12,06,000 across the country in last 24 hours. More than 6 crore 36 lakh COVID-19 tests have been conducted till now. Health Ministry said higher testing leads to early identification of positive cases, timely and effective treatment, and low mortality. During the last 24 hours, more than 94,612 COVID patients have recovered. The ministry said the recovery rate of COVID-19 has further improved to 79.68%. The total number of recoveries have reached over 43 lakh. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 54 lakh with 92,605 new infections being reported in a day. The constantly increasing recoveries have ensured that the actual caseload of the country is reduced and currently comprises only 18.72% of the total positive cases. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is 10 lakh 10,000. The ministry said effective implementation of Centre's strategic and graded test, track and treat approach has led to higher recoveries and lower fatality. Currently, India's case fatality rate is at 1.61%, which is one of the lowest globally. In the last 24 hours, 1,133 deaths were reported, taking the death toll to 86,752. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare, Narendra Singh Tomar, said it was a historic legislation that Parliament today passed the Farmers' Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Bill 2020 and the Farmers' Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill 2020. Speaking on the bills, Tomar said the legislations will bring revolutionary changes in the lives of the farmers. He said earlier the farmers were not free to sell their produce to any buyer, and Agriculture Produce Market Committee APMC are not functioning in a transparent manner. The minister said these bills give the freedom to the farmers to sell their produce anywhere in the country as per the price determined between the seller and buyers. He said these bills will ensure better prices for the farmers' produce. He refuted the opposition's claim that the bills are related to minimum support price, clarifying that MSP will be continued as per the earlier practice. Extending support to students' bodies, Central Nagaland Tribes Council CNTC has urged the state government to roll back COVID-19 cess on all petroleum products. CNTC Media Cell in a statement said that due to COVID cess, prices of all items have gone up, where the lower income sections of the people have been the worst affected. Two student bodies, Central Nagaland Students Association and Dimapur Naga Students Union, had already served an ultimatum to the state government to revoke the COVID-19 cess. CNTC further extended support to demand laid by Western Sumihoho for setting up a full-fledged medical college in Dimapur. And Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Inspector General Assam Rifles North, conducted various activities at different places in Nagaland yesterday. In Kifire, the Assam Rifles assisted villagers in restoring Lofukong-Kongjiri border road, which was disrupted due to numerous landslides. The road, which is the only lifeline for the residents of the border villages of Lofukong, Kongjiri and areas further south, was cleared for resumption of traffic. In Paren, Jalukya Battalion of Assam Rifles conducted medical camps yesterday at Zeme Women Organization Children's Home and Mainamchi Jalukya. Medical team of Assam Rifles provided free health checkup, medical consultancy and medicines at the health camps. At Mainamchi, medical treatment was also given to animals. Further, Gaspani Battalion of Assam Rifles organized tree plantation drive at Medzipema, Zubza, Pipema, Kuki Dolong and Nihoku yesterday. The plantation drive was carried out with an aim to reduce impact of global warming and to maintain ecological balance. A total of 1,413 saplings, including locally available flora and fruit-bearing trees, were planted. Meanwhile, in Kohima, Commander 5 Sector Assam Rifles reached out to Kohima Orphanage and Destitute Home, Bright Morning Star Children Home and Tabitha Enabling Academy by providing food items and basic essentials to safeguard against COVID-19. Khonsa Battalion of Assam Rifles carried out interaction with ex-servicemen at Lazu. Ex-servicemen were briefed about the importance of support of village authorities at the base level with cooperation of the local people to ensure. The meeting was attended by approx 25 people, including Rajas of villages, GBs, policemen and ex-servicemen. To end the news, a repeat of the headlines. Parliament passes 2 farm bills with Rajya Sabha approving it today. NPCC holds meeting with AICC and Congress parliamentary leaders to seek support for solution to Naga political issue. Nagaland reports 59 fresh cases of COVID-19 positive, taking the total to 5,451. And India conducts highest ever single day COVID test in last 24 hours. That brings us to the end of this news. Good night.